I don't care who she is or what she has done.
Angel Reese makes harsh declaration in an interview.
She may be the brightest star, but when she steps onto the court with me, she's just an opponent. Don't think about running to Europe to escape the pressure. The truth is, she's just chasing the money.
This bold statement not only showcases Reese's confidence and determination, but also stirred the media landscape with a clear message. She is not intimidated or overshadowed by Caitlin Clark's fame. Immediately after this remark was made public, it became a hot topic across social media platforms, igniting discussions among fans and analysts alike. One fan commented, "This is a battle not just on the court, but in the mind," and Reese just fired the first shot. Caitlin Clark, the rising star and attention grabber. Caitlin Clark quickly became the center of attention in women's basketball due to her exceptional talent and confident playing style. Her ability to score from anywhere on the court, combined with her leadership qualities, allowed her to dominate headlines and capture the admiration of fans nationwide.
Clark truly represents the face of a new generation in women's basketball,
remarked Jay Balas, a renowned sports analyst. His endorsement highlighted the significant impact Clark had made within the sport in a relatively short time. From dazzling three-pointers to remarkable court vision, Clark's standout performances and calm demeanor have made her a new icon in the sport. With each game, she seemed to redefine what it meant to be a women's basketball player, earning comparisons to some of the legends of the game. She not only brought skill and finesse, but also a refreshing confidence that resonated with fans, inspiring a new generation of players. However, Clark's meteoric rise to stardom ignited tensions with Angel Reese. While Clark continuously attracted attention, Reese, who had once been touted as a potential superstar, felt overshadowed. It's hard not to feel left out when you've put in all the effort, but the spotlight is on someone else, a fan expressed on Twitter, echoing the sentiments of many who followed the league closely. Angel Reese, from promising star to drug scandal. Angel Reese was once hailed as one of the most promising players in the WNBA. Her prowess on the court was undeniable, and many believed she had the potential to be a transformative figure for women's basketball. However, when a drug scandal erupted in September 2024, her career quickly spiraled downwards. Reese was suspended from play and faced lawsuits from the Chicago Sky Team, which resulted in her losing significant public support. The fallout from the scandal was devastating. Reese found herself navigating a media frenzy that scrutinized her every move, and the pressure mounted as Caitlin Clark emerged as the beloved face of the WNBA. Jealousy and frustration began to seep into Reese's narrative as she struggled to cope with the dramatic shift in her public perception.
When your career is hitting rock bottom, it's easy to look at someone else's success with a negative lens,
noted Stephen A. Smith, a prominent sports journalist. His observation reflected the harsh reality of competitive sports, where the line between admiration and envy can often blur. Reese faced not only public scrutiny, but also severe criticism for her attitude, particularly after she openly mocked Clark. This public mockery was seen as an attempt to undermine Clark's accomplishments, further deepening the divide between the two players. Rising tensions and controversial statements. The conflict between Reese and Clark reached a boiling point when Reese declared that Clark's move to Europe was simply a way to chase money. "It's not about finding a better opportunity or a new challenge," Reese argued. She's using the excuse of a toxic environment in the WNBA as a cover, while the reality is merely going to make money. This assertion sparked a fierce wave of controversy on social media platforms. In contrast, Clark maintained a silent demeanor and focused on her game, further endearing herself to many fans. Clark is truly the role model we should look up to. She lets basketball speak for her. A commentator remarked, many fans appreciated Clark's ability to rise above the drama, viewing her as a true sportswoman who prioritized her craft over petty rivalries. Meanwhile, experts suggested that Reese was attempting to divert public attention from her scandal by attacking Clark. This is clearly a distraction tactic, stated sports analyst Patrick Bet-David. His assertion resonated with many who believed that Reese's comments were a desperate attempt to reclaim her narrative in light of the ongoing controversy surrounding her. Public reactions and fan pressure. The saga between Reese and Clark transcended mere criticisms between two athletes. It also reflected another aspect: pressure from fans. The interactions on social media escalated, with fans taking sides and fueling the fire of rivalry. Some WNBA players, including Alyssa Thomas, argued that the criticisms from Clark's fans contained elements of racism, blaming Clark for comments made by fans. It's ridiculous to blame a player for what the audience says. One Clark supporter retorted on social media, showcasing the complexities of fandom and identity in sports. However, these accusations only added pressure on Clark. She previously shared that she had received numerous threats and nasty comments on social media, but remained steadfast in not responding. "I just want to focus on basketball. The things outside the court don't matter," Clark said in an interview, reinforcing her commitment to her craft. The public's reaction also highlighted the challenges female athletes face regarding scrutiny and expectations. The spotlight on Clark intensified, with some fans viewing her as a beacon of hope in a league that was grappling with issues of visibility and respect. Meanwhile, Reese's plight served as a cautionary tale, reminding everyone of the precarious nature of fame in professional sports. A new turn in Caitlin Clark's career. Clark's decision to move to Europe for play became a pivotal moment in her career. For many, this was not just an opportunity for her to experience a new environment, but also a way to escape the unnecessary noise of the WNBA. "Europe feels like a sweet escape," a fan wrote on a basketball forum, expressing hope for Clark's future endeavors. The audience believed Clark made the right decision to distance herself from the scandalous environment of the WNBA to rediscover her pure passion for basketball. Clark's transition to Europe not only allowed her to play in a different league, but also provided her the opportunity to showcase her talents on an international stage. Fans anticipated her impact abroad and hoped she would continue to shine, setting new records and inspiring countless young athletes. Her departure raised questions about the future of the WNBA, as young talents felt less motivated to stay in the league.
"The WNBA needs to change if it wants to retain stars like Clark,"
said Rebecca Lobo, a former professional basketball player and sports commentator. Her comments underscored the urgent need for the league to reevaluate its structure and culture to support its athletes better. The downfall of Angel Reese, jealousy, and distraction tactics. While Clark was seeking new opportunities, Reese found herself increasingly mired in personal troubles. The drug scandal not only ruined her career, but also severely affected Reese's public image. "Reese is trying to drag Clark down because she can't lift herself up," one user remarked, emphasizing the perception that Reese's actions stemmed from insecurity and jealousy. Reese's attacks on Clark garnered little sympathy from the sports community. Commentators like Stephen A. Smith and Patrick Bet-David openly criticized Reese for her hypocrisy. "She's trying to deflect attention from her own issues by attacking someone else," they remarked, highlighting the ethical dilemmas in competitive sports where personal integrity is often tested. As Reese grappled with the fallout from her actions, the narrative surrounding her shifted from that of a promising star to a cautionary tale. Fans and analysts began to question her motives and the authenticity of her passion for the game. Her behavior was viewed as a desperate attempt to reclaim relevance, and many speculated whether she would be able to rebuild her career after such a public fall from grace. The future of two stars, Clark shines on, Reese struggles with scandal. The conflict between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark has become a focal point in the world of women's basketball, showcasing two completely divergent paths. While Clark continues to play and affirm her talent in Europe, Reese faces the consequences of her own mistakes. Despite the criticism, Reese tries to maintain her position in the game by attracting attention through controversial statements. But it's evident that jealousy and attempts to distract public opinion cannot salvage her career. The narratives around both players reveal the harsh realities of professional sports, where talent alone is often not enough to ensure success. On the other hand, Caitlin Clark has chosen to let her achievements and love for basketball guide her career. Her story has become an inspiration for many fans and a testament to maintaining passion amid the pressures of fame. As Clark continues to break barriers and achieve new heights, she represents the potential of women's basketball to grow and thrive on the international stage. The conflict between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark illustrates the complexities of sports, where one person's success can become another's obsession. It emphasizes the importance of composure and focus, as Clark has demonstrated, and serves as a reminder of the consequences of jealousy and unprofessional behavior. Ultimately, the public and fans can clearly see that true success comes from dedication and passion, qualities that Caitlin Clark has exemplified. Her ability to remain focused on her goals despite external pressures showcases the resilience required to succeed in a competitive environment. Meanwhile, Angel Reese will need to put in more effort if she wishes to regain the trust of the audience.